All right, what up out there? Travel Wolves, how y'all doing? Back in the building. We at my favorite 24-hour spot. Getting a late night meal in. This video is going to be about the 3 ways to meet a woman in the club in Pattaya. 3 ways to do it. Now, I know what a lot of people are going to say, maybe a few people, that individuals are a part of the lifestyle and you ain't got to do anything and this, that, and the third. You can just, I don't know. I really don't know what they think they do or what they would do, because, like I said, I don't really get involved in that, in the lifestyle situation. And also, I don't assume that any woman I meet or any woman I see is anybody other than someone out having a good time. That's just me. With the exception of going to certain red light areas like Soy 6 or a go-go bar or something like that. But just because I'm out in the club among women, that doesn't mean anything. It's possible. It doesn't mean anything. It's possible. So, yeah, I'm out eating because in Thailand they don't really have a meal schedule. Like, they don't really have a lunch, a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They basically like to eat all the time, especially early in the morning. We would call it early in the morning. You know, like they don't have breakfast. They don't have a breakfast dish. They just eat Thai dishes, anything. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So for you people who are here for the first time, for you new guys who come to Pattaya for the first time, this only applies to you. And maybe the vets want to chime in. Let me know what you think, okay? Only the vets can chime in. If you've never been here before, save your trolling comments for later, because like I said, you don't know what you're talking about. And my personal belief is that I don't judge any person, okay? And second off, I just treat anybody like a human being. I don't assume anything. I don't presume anything. So there are 3 ways you can meet a woman in the club in Pattaya, Thailand. Now, it depends. The first thing you gotta understand is it depends what club you're in. Now, if you are of my persuasion, there's probably only 2 clubs you're gonna go to. There's 808 and there's Club Flex. Now, I'm gonna do a little bit more detailed description about each one, okay? And of course, there are also the various beer bars, but there's not many I would recommend going to. But the beer bars are different because the icebreaker is simple. It's, hey, let me buy you a ladies drink. The icebreaker is simple, and then chat up. As long as you buy ladies drinks, chat up. You can buy one and see if you know, you have a good conversation, you have a good chemistry with the person, and then go from there with the woman, and then go from there and buy a second one and a third one. But if not, then, you know, you just say nice to meet you and you move on. Anyway, now I just realized something tonight, but I'm gonna save it for the end of this video. I realized where all the women have gone, because lately I've been in 808 and I noticed it's not that many women in there. There's not that many women in Flex until like much later though, like around 6 in the morning. But in the beginning at 3, between 3 and 5, there's not many women in Flex. At least, so when I say women, I mean women who aren't already paired up with someone. So by the time you get to Flex, most of the women are already paired up with someone. Very few of them are going to be by themselves. And if they are, they're going to want to hang out with their friends until the wee hours of the morning. And maybe you can catch, I don't want to say, maybe you can catch a a lost sheep, a lost sheep from the flock, but otherwise, now 808 is kind of different. A lot of the women in 808 are there by themselves. They're not paired up with anyone. Sometimes they are. Lately, a lot of dudes have been bringing sand to the beach. And I kind of feel like that's disingenuous, because if I'm out on a date and I'm paired up with a girl, I'm not going to 808. I'm not taking her to a club. It's the worst place for us to go, is a club. I'd rather just go to dinner, go bowling, go to the movies. I'd rather do something else. Go to the beach. The beach is a cool date spot. I'd rather do something else than go to 808. I'm not going to do that. You can go back to the crib, turn on the Bluetooth speaker, watch Netflix, dance in the living room. I'll buy a bottle of Jack or whatever she likes, and we can just get lit. I'd rather do that, because if I'm going to drink, I want to get drunk in the comfort of my own pajamas, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be staggering around Walking Street. I got too much stuff on me. Somebody stole my glasses. Anyway, so now, this is how you're going to meet a girl if this is your first time in Pattaya or somehow. This is how you're going to meet a woman if this is your first time in Pattaya. And you go to, oh, this looks delicious. Look at my food. Oh, they gave me the sunny side up egg. Let me show you my food. Hello, Pical. This is really good, but I can't eat that egg. That yolk is not going to work. This is really good. Pical, can I get a scrambled egg? Can you change this egg? Make me a scrambled egg? Yeah, I can't eat this. Yeah, make me a scrambled egg, please. Have them scrambled, cook another egg scrambled. Thank you. I can't eat sunny side up eggs. The yolk. You can't scramble? Can you cook that egg a little bit more? Like turn it over, cook the yolk? I can't eat the raw yolk. Can't eat it. Lost the salmonella poison. Anyway, so, and I'm not going to eat on camera this time, so a lot of people will be happy about that. Okay, so we go to 808. Just got here. We go to 808 for the first time. I remember my first time in 808. Woo, it was different back then. It was amazing. It was so much easier. It was so beautiful. It was different. It's not the same no more, but it was a great time when I went there. When I went there, I don't know if women are still doing this. I went there for the first time. You traded rounds with women. So a woman would buy her a round, whatever you brought. And she would ask what you drinking, and she buy it for you. She buy you a round. So I only drink Henny, so they would buy me Henny. I would give them Henny, they would buy me Henny, and we were like that all night long. Beautiful. And then, but the only thing was, like I said, I'll talk about that in a minute. What is it like to be out? What's the nightlife really like in Pattaya? I'll talk about that in another video. Because it's like the 80s. I'm old. It's like the 80s. If you don't know about the 80s, then perfect. Thank you. Can I get? Never mind. I see. Thank you. So if you don't know about the 80s, then you don't know about the 80s. But anyway, that's what it's like in Pattaya. I'm gonna talk more about that in detail. So anyway, you get to 808 for the first time, and you're gonna see a lot of women, a lot of beautiful women, all types of women. Short ones, tall ones. How that song go? Do I dig that girl? You're gonna see all types of women. And so what's gonna happen is, I don't know how you're gonna be. You might roll up, you might be abashed, you might be shy. I don't know. But what's gonna happen is that you may not know what to say. And a lot of women here don't really speak English, plus it's already loud in the club. And lately, they have gotten quite picky. Trust me, they have gotten quite picky. Even as fresh as I am, even with my winner circle on my chest, you know what I'm saying? There's only one other dude that I know that's almost as fresh as me in there. And they are picky. They are picky. I wouldn't say that they're picky, but really what it is they're a bit lazy. So if you look like a lot of work, they're not going to deal with you. If you look like a lot of work. But anyway, this is what you got to do. Because there's two things that the two things the women are going to do when you approach them. They're either going to smile and go like this, and then hug you and dance on you, or they're going to just look at you and be like, and flat out ignore you. And sometimes they may do this and then walk away. So that's just their polite way of saying not interested. Now, the three things that work for me as a big boy, it depends on the girl. It depends on the woman. I don't know why I'm calling them girls. It depends on the woman. You have to size the woman up. What I do is I look at the woman from head to toe. I look at her wardrobe. I look at her shoes. I look at her shoes. I look at her wardrobe. I look at her face, her makeup, her hair. I size her up. Now, there's pretty much I call it the low, medium, and high. You got the low end. These is just basic, whatever they got on. I don't know what they have on most of the time. I don't know. They just, whatever they thrown together, basic. They got these awful clogs on. I hate these clogs that they wear around here. They're so ugly. And I know people look at my shirts and think they're crazy, they're weird, blah, 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 but they're fresher. And this is actually an authentic style. Upturn collar, pop collar is an actual authentic style. Research it. Those clogs make me want to gag. They look so atrocious. This is fresh. Imagine a nice looking chicken one of these. Fresh. So anyway, then you have the medium ones, which are like they got on a nice dress, they got on sneakers. Like I'm like, come on, man, let me go buy you some shoes for real. You know, they got on a nice dress, but they got on sneakers. And then you got the high end, which they look gorgeous. They got the heels, the right dress, everything's matching. They got the right purse, you know, the clutch, everything's matching. They look like $1 million, man. They look like, you know, they look real fancy. And they match me because I dress fancy too. So anyway, now, because that tells you their mood. The way that they dress that night, it tells you their mood. If they are very, very low in dress, then they got a casual mood. And you can just pretty much walk up to them and say, hey, you want another beer? Or you want another wine? Or you want to do you do shots? You know, you can pretty much walk up to them and start the icebreaker like that. Or just nothing at all and just say, you know, hey, what are you drinking? Oh, is it good? It tastes good? Oh, okay. So-and-so, you know, very casual. They're very casual. If they're in a medium, they're probably having a bad day. They're not feeling good. They just want to relax and chill out. And they don't want a whole lot of conversation. So what you would do is just walk up to them and start dancing with them. Walk up to them and just, you know, start doing your move. You'd be surprised if you grab a woman the right way, how she responds. You got to know how to grab a woman, though. You got to know how to touch them. And so the second is just to start dancing with them. I'm gonna go into more detail in a minute, but in the final way, the high-end ones, right? Just walking up to them and saying hello ain't gonna work. Just dancing on them. They hate that because they look so nice. They don't want to mess up their dress. They don't know you. You might be dirty or filthy, unshowered. They don't know, right? They don't want to smell like you. They don't want their clothes smelling like you. Dry cleaning is expensive. Maybe they gotta return the dress. Maybe it's a friend's outfit, right? Maybe they have to I don't know, but they don't know you like that. So what you got to do with them is you got to do something sensational. Now, for me, I know there's a lot of guys in the club lately. They have they be walking around with chains, like these big old chains. I don't know why, but they got to pay just like everybody else. But what I do with the higher ones, I just go like this. I go, oh, or they say something like, ooh, whatever they say, I can't think of it right now, but I just go like, well, what's up? What's up? You know, I mouth my lips like, because it's so loud they can't hear you anyway. You know, I chill back, I look at them, And when they turn around and look at me, I keep eye contact and I go, what's up? Because I'm the freshest one in here, and it's like, what's up? You want to come over here and talk to me, and we can see about going somewhere more interesting. So, and that's pretty much it. I mean, that's how you meet a woman in the club in Pattaya. In 808, it works good. So the 3 things you're gonna do is based off of how they look. If they are dressed like they just look like they didn't put any care into it, carefree, you walk over to them and you say something like, what are you drinking? Is that a good drink? I'll try one. Would you like another one? Or just, hey, what are you drinking? Is that a good drink? Okay. Hey, my name is so-and-so. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Do your thing. Or if they're in the middle, you just walk over and start dancing with them, They like that. Start dancing with them. Don't get too animated. Don't do nothing too crazy. Don't dance to ski. Don't dance to no women's songs, okay? Don't dance to no Cardi B. Just, be cool, because what they really want to do is show off for everyone else, especially if you fly like me, fresh like me. They want to show off, right? And then they want to show off, maybe they want to show off for you. So you don't want to overdo it, you want to be subtle. And the third way is if they looking really bad, if they looking choice, if they looking like $1 million and you just want to look at them, when they turn around and look at you, because they're going to notice, at least if you got the power I got, they're going to notice. They're going to look at you, make eye contact, and just go, what's up? Like you the best thing that she's going to meet tonight, because you should think you are. I mean, I know I am, and you should think the same too. And then, if she comes over and talks to you, chop it up, chop your game. Hey, let's go somewhere quieter so we can talk. I can't really hear that over here. That's how you separate her from the pack of she-wolves that's trying to block you. You'll see what I mean. Because some of them ride around like hockey teams. And it's always one that's the baddest of all of them. And the other ones, they need her as the bait for all the other guys. So if you take her away, then they don't have no bait. So they be like she-wolves trying to keep her from you. A lot of cats know what I mean. So, So that's the 3 ways you're going to meet a woman in Pattaya in the clubs. Now, 808 is a bit tricky. In Flex, this works like a charm. But usually by the time you get to Flex, if you've been sociable enough, all the girls that you met, all the women that you met in 808, they're going to see you again in Flex. The ones that are really, really down, you know what I'm saying? They're really, really down for our persuasion, they're going to see you again in Flex. And you should already have enough of a rapport with them to kick it, dance, shoot pool, or just straight up say, let's go have breakfast. You can fill in the lines. But the thing about 808 lately is I'm noticing that it's, well, for me, because I kind of hard of hearing in the club, I can't really hear that good. Like I said, they don't speak that good English. Most of them. There's only some nights that 808 is good to go by yourself. For me, that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes Wednesday, but only like the first, only from like 10 to 1 on Wednesdays. After that, it's packed. See, 808, it gets so packed in there that on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's so packed, it's difficult to meet a woman because 1, they have so many more options, and 2, a lot of times they come with dates. They don't come stag, they come with a date. I don't know how these guys already know them. I'm gonna talk about that later when I think about that, but they already come with dates. So that's on the weekend. So, if you come, as my uncle, rest in power, would say, if you come stag, you're gonna have difficulty meeting someone who has a date. Okay? So That's it. And basically, you know, when you get to Pattaya for your first time, and you hit Walking Street and you go to 808, that's how you're going to meet a woman in Pattaya. If you go to Flex, how you're going to meet a woman in Pattaya. Now, this doesn't work if you go to the mall or they have a restaurant or something like that. I have to cover that in another video because this one's already too long. I'll talk about that later. But now you can expect some pushback. You can expect some anticipate some rebuttals, because you can expect some pushback. Maybe you don't have no cologne on. Maybe you have the wrong cologne on. Maybe, you know, whatever it is, if you get some pushback, here goes what works really good for you. This is what you can try. The first thing you can try is you can say to them, hey, I know somewhere better we can go. I know a better club we can go to. Let's roll. Let's get out of here, you know? That's what you can say. Because most likely, if they're unhappy, they're looking for a better party. And you just invited them. One thing women like is invitations. That seems like a lost thing now, but women love to be invited to shit. They just do. If she doesn't like you, and it don't gotta be inviting to dinner. Inviting women to dinner is boring and lame. I'm talking about inviting women to a better party, inviting them to meet a better group of people. Women eat that up, you know, like a sloppy Joe. So that's what you can do. And then if that doesn't work, if you still get some pushback, then you can offer to buy some shots. Say, okay, well, look, let's do some shots. Let's start over again. Let's relax. Let's do some shots. Tequila, whiskey, Baileys, I don't know, whatever you like. I like whiskey. But if they do tequila, I do tequila. If I ain't too high on the dark already, I'll do some tequila shots. But if I'm too high on the dark, it's Jack Daniel's shots, you know what I'm saying? So you can offer some shots and see how that goes. And trust me, tequila has come in as a life preserver quite a few times. But you gotta be subtle, be smooth, and if they're like, oh, I don't do shots, you know, say, well, let's try one. Try a half one, you know. Tease her a little bit. Hey, go on, you know. You'll figure it out. You gotta feel it out, you know. I usually be like peer pressure. You know, I'll be like, what, are you gonna grow some hair on your chest? I mean, make a joke. I mean, do something. Do something clever. Something cute, you know, and then you'd be surprised that first shot turned into 2 shots, and before you know it, the whole attitude's changed. So anticipate having to do something about this. All right, guys, I got to finish my meal. I got to go to sleep. I got a meeting in an hour. I'm so exhausted. But that's what I wanted to do to help you guys out. All right, Happy New Year. It's the first day of the new year. I'm in Pattaya still. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and get your Winner Circle shirt in the description box below. Hit the link, order shirt. That's simple. Talk to you guys later. Peace.